to episode 90 of... Oh, no, it's not. What is the number? Oh, shit.
It's not 90. It's Detective Comics number 90. I don't know what episode number it is.
Hold on. Oh, crap. All right, we're going to start again. All right, I got it now. Oh, God, there's all kinds of noise going on. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to episode 108 of Comics and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm Lumpy.
And this is the review show.
You're going to have to keep all of this in, just so you know.
Yeah, this is the review show that reviews comics chronologically, kind of, or sort of, or something.
No, that's what we're going with. We're going with that. Done. Today we are covering Detective Comics number 90. Alright. We are covering the Batman story in that, called Crimes Between the Acts. The story was released in August 1944. The executive editor was Whitney Ellsworth. Cover artist is Dick Sprang. The writer was Joseph Green. It was penciled, ink, and leather by Dick Sprang. And it was also edited by Jack Schiff and Bernie Breslauer. Yeah. Just a quick note, in the trivia section on this page that I'm using for the credits, it says this is the first time that Batman fights a crocodile.
Oh, didn't he kill a crocodile before?
That was a dream.
He must have killed a dinosaur. Yeah, but he still fought it.
Dreams are real.
Maybe that was an alligator. I don't know.
Maybe it was a dinosaur. I'm not sure.
I do remember him fighting some kind of alligator or crocodile in the that dream one where he was in the fantasy giant world.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember now if he actually fought it or if they faced it and just kind of got away from it. I can't remember. Like this one, he legitimately wrestles it.
Alright, so going into this, who wants to do the cover?
So, big yellow banner in the background says Detective Comics in red. You got your standard, the Batman at the top in his little circle. A Superman DC publication, August. Mine does not have an amount stamp.
It says 10 cents, the word 10 cents, not the number.
On the actual picture is Batman and Robin on a speedboat fighting guys. One guy is being knocked into the water on one side. You just see his legs up in the air. The other guy, Batman's punching him off head first into the water. There's a guy with a gun and a green hat up against, like, the steering wheel, like, putting his hand out to block. They're on real choppy, nasty seas with a big lightning bolt in the background.
Bing!
That was the lightning bolt.
Yes, that was the lightning.
I thought that was a signal that he was done doing the cover. I thought that's what that was. Okay, bing! Somebody else's turn.
But
just so you know.
You don't have the banner up at the top, Lump?
I don't either. No. Oh, I do have August 10 cents.
Next to number 90.
I have that.
You don't have that next to Detective Comics number 90? You don't have anything, Lump?
Nope.
Okay.
Want me to tell him what it is?
You want to say it? You gotta tell him.
We gotta back the fifth war loan. That's what it says. Detective Comics number 90, back the fifth war loan! Exclamation point.
Okay. I was wondering why you left that out. Anyway, this cover is actually both lazy and very detailed.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you think it was lazy?
Because half the page is just the banner.
Yeah, but then the waves look really good.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm put too much work in this. I'm not drawing a whole cover. So it's like half lazy.
But they did draw a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't think it was poor at all.
No, it looks great.
Yeah, they did like a giant banner.
It's actually really good, the art on the cover here. And it's just like, they were like, but I'm not drawing any more than that, so the other half of this comic's going to be a banner.
There's a giant banner. There's definitely a giant banner.
Anyway, anything else to say about that?
No.
I guess we stopped doing Superman Secret Code.
Yeah, because I didn't know if I was supposed to buy war bonds and stamps or not.
Because, yeah, like, the second page doesn't even do book reviews anymore. Right now, I just got advertisements.
That's all I got, for advertisements.
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Yeah, see, mine has none of that. Like, it didn't have that thing, the banner, the first one, and mine don't have no.
Well, you're reading from a trade.
Yes.
And then there's also, they're advertising funny comics, I guess, like humor.
Rib-tickling humor, yes.
We got Funny Stories, Mutt and Joe.
Mutt and Jeff.
And All Funny.
Mutt and Jeff.
Mutt and Jeff, whatever. We talked about that.
Yeah,
before.
we did. That's why I had to say it.
And then we also have to look for the Superman DC symbol on comics, I guess. I don't know, because if you don't know which one's DC Comics if you don't look for it.
It's a Superman publication.
Oh.
Superman doesn't publish anything. He's too busy for that.
He published that code every week for a while, or every month for a while.
No, he just gave that to Perry. He published it.
That makes sense.
Superman publication.
Anyway, Uncle Chris, you want to do the non-canon splash page?
Oh, it's not canon? It's weird. It's weird. It looks good, but it's a weird... I just realized how weird it was when I got here. So we got a boat, like a ferry boat with like a face on the front of it, and all these men like shooting guns off the front and top of it, and then Batman and Robin are in the ocean, but they're giant, and they're holding the boat back from going towards the dock that it's getting ready to crush a bunch of people. And included in those people is a woman dragging a baby along by its arm.
Literally dragging the baby
down by its arm.
And Batman and Robin are giant.
I did say giant Batman and Robin holding the boat back, which looked ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. But they're usually not the giants. They're usually the tiny
You're right.
ones.
It is. It's opposite day.
And then you have a long scroll of text along the other side.
I'm just starting to ignore that text on the other side. It's annoying.
I don't read it. I just pretend it's not.
I read it, but when I'm going through the splash page, I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah, but you can't. We have to mention it so that we know when it's disappeared.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We do got to keep track of it. I'm sorry. I apologize. You are right about that. Because it's got to go away eventually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Anyway, so this one's called Crime Between Acts.
Which is a weird name, because when you said that, I thought I read the wrong comic. I had to quick check to make sure I read the right comic.
I'm sorry, it's called Crime Between the Acts.
The Acts, yeah.
I just want to say this right now. Throughout the whole comic, the art is actually really good.
Yeah, the story's done.
Yeah, it's well drawn.
Like
the story was done.
We barely have any just like plain color panels. I mean, they're there, but there's at least a door or something in most of them.
There's a lot of backgrounds. There's a lot of characters that are highly detailed too, like a sheriff and stuff. They all have like,
and it's really sharply drawn.
I think they really like this Dick Sprang guy because like he's been doing a lot of art, and he did practically all of the art in this one.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, we stopped getting who's the guy who's Bob Kane?
Bob Kane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of Bob Kane.
Is he not in this one at all? Where is
not
his
on
name?
there.
I don't see his name on
That's
the
what I mean. That's what I'm looking for.
That's right.
I don't see his name. I mean, he didn't draw any of it. So.
Yeah, but he usually still puts his damn name on there.
Yeah, I know. You're right. He usually does, but I don't see it.
No, I don't see his name anywhere
not
on this. Wow, when did that stop that we didn't notice?
I don't know.
I don't think it stopped. I think I've only seen one other one where I didn't see Bob Kane.
Maybe it's in the Detective Comics,
possible.
not the Batman.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to look.
Well, this
next
is
week.
Detective Comics.
This is Detective Comics.
Yeah, I said maybe it's not in Detective Comics. Maybe it's only in the Batman, the Bob Kane one.
I don't know. I just went back last week and he's not there either.
Wow.
Well, not last week's, the last Detective
Right,
Comics. Let me go back one more. Let me just go back one more just to see.
We're pretty observant. If it's 3 comics, wonderful.
Yeah, he's not there either. To be fair, we've been like doing like month stretches of not covering comics. So.
Yeah,
true.
Anyway, yeah, he's not there. So he hasn't been doing it for a while. So
we'll have to check the Batman one next time.
Yeah, we'll check that next week. Well, not next week. Next week is another Detective Comics to follow up. Anyway, we open up with a steamboat and people getting on a steamboat. This is apparently a very celebrated water carnival steamboat.
Apparently,
yeah, I was gonna say it's a showboat.
Yeah, apparently the show. I thought a showboat was. I thought that was like just a saying. I didn't realize that it was an actual boat that did shows. It goes from town to town and does shows.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's where that word came from.
I guess so. Pretty.
Captain Ben's Rivercade.
Anyway, this showboat's going from town to town, but at the same time that's happening, robberies are happening. We have guys getting beat up. We have a burglary, a bank robbery, and ruthless gunplay, according to the narrator. And then Suspicious gets this old-timey sheriff involved, because I guess he's just in charge of this next town.
He looks like the sheriff from like the old West or something.
The owner of the showboat's like, Don't worry about it. All my guys got alibis anyway, pretty much. Anyway, the next day at Wayne Manor, Bruce and Dick find out this case by reading the newspaper.
Wow, no radio?
And then, no, because it's not in Gotham.
Ah, okay, so I had to read the newspaper to figure it out, yeah.
And they're like, okay, we're going to go investigate. And then, so the show continues and more robberies happen. So they go to this, I guess it's a bank? Where are they downtown?
I'm pretty sure it's a bank. I don't know if they actually say it.
Seeing what it is, it says, but while Dulcedown applauds the show performance, the River Gang strikes again.
Yeah, it tells the guy to keep his trap shut. But then, yeah, it's got a safe.
Yeah, but the old stores in the 40s had safes.
True.
Because this looks like he's like at a hotel or something.
I don't know, but wherever they're at, Batman and Robin knew they were going to be there.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they do. They just show up. Batman and Robin show up. They stop them from robbing the old guy. There's a few punches. Batman takes the mask off of one of them.
Yeah, Batman is smart because for all this time, nobody's grabbed Batman's mask and took it off. But first thing Batman did, grabbed his mask and pulled it off his face to see what he looked like.
Yep. And now that Batman knows exactly who it is.
Yeah.
And that's why they're going to kill him right now. Because one guy puts a gun to the back of his head. But Robin kicks the gun out of his head, which accidentally shoots the
stuffed bear head
on the wall, which falls and hits Batman in the head and knocks his ass out.
Does knock him out.
For the 74th time.
Batman's got to have, like, brain damage or something. 74 times he got knocked out? It's like, seriously?
Yes, 74 times. Anyway, but instead of killing him, they punch Robin in the face and then they run away. And then Robin wakes him up later as the cops show up. And he's like, I got a good look at one of them, Batman says, and they're going to go to the showboat.
Yeah.
So they go to the showboat, and someone's going to have to explain to me what this show is.
It looks like a diving show. It looks like a pool, and they're swimming. And Lumpy just fell down.
I think it's a stampede. The cats just decided to run by as fast as they can. All of them. So I don't really know exactly. So there's divers and then there's synchronized swimming at the same time.
But there's a giant high diving board and then there's a diving board on the other side. Yeah, he's the star swimmer. It's like synchronized swimming and diving. It's a pool show.
I guess. Anyway, Batman and Robin talks to the owner and the sheriff, and they're like, our guys can't do it. All our guys were here, doing their show. Look at the clock.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't like this story. I forgot I didn't like this story.
This is stupid. This whole thing could be ruined by a watch.
Yeah, all somebody had to do was be wearing a watch. And they mentioned...
And the worst part is, the story should have ended right here.
Yeah, because Batman's home. It doesn't matter if they had an alibi.
Right? Like, okay, so he sees the guy that he saw in the place that he unmasked, and he knows the clock's the problem.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like...
That's the end of the story. The rest of these 15 pages don't matter at all in this story.
The story's only 13 pages, but anyway. But yeah, and they're like, and then Batman's like, oh, I guess that's possible, I guess. I mean, you can't even tell me they didn't have watches back then. So.
It mentions that nobody had a watch on.
How?
I don't know. It says it. We'll get to it. It says, luckily nobody had a watch on or something like that.
Okay, they may not be wearing a watch, but I'm sure one of them had a pocket watch in their pocket or something.
I gotta find it now. I can't find it. I'll wait. I'll wait till we get to it, but it does say it later.
Anyway, so I guess this is also confused me. Is the riverboat in Gotham right now?
I don't know.
Because it doesn't seem like they're in Gotham.
Well, I mean, they're on...
Well, and the riverboat's traveling all around, so I don't know if it came to Gotham or if Batman traveled to where it was.
Well, that's my point, though, because they goes there, and then the next thing he looks like he's back home. Or maybe it's a hotel room.
I don't know what they do.
I don't even know where we are now. In the story.
We're underneath where they showed the pool and stuff, like the last panel.
Yeah, page 5.
Perhaps the Batman would know better. Yeah, the fact that they started numbering the comics really helps.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. They don't always do it, though, but I do like that.
They've been doing it a lot of recent. Anyway, so Bruce and Dick go and watch the show the following week. I guess they just let this go on for a week, because that's what it says.
Yeah.
Well, it goes to the next town the next week.
And then, the show happens, and there's an intermission, and then Bruce is like, I got it! I figured it out! I don't know how he can figure it out. He doesn't have a watch on.
Nobody does.
Anyway, Bruce and Dick leave, and then Batman and Robin show up and say, "Hey, we're going to put on a show." And they're like, "Oh, cool, Batman and Robin are going to put on a show." Then Batman gets in and he swims really fast, but he knows exactly what the world record is, and he figures out the time thing because he couldn't just leave and go check his watch.
No, he wanted to swim around the tank and figure out how long it takes him to swim around the tank, and then he would set a world record if that really took that long. Or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No. Anyway. And then after he breaks the world record or something, he says, "Just as I thought, 15-minute intermission has at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, the 5-minute intermission has been at least 10 minutes.
So, in total, it's like 15 minutes, right?
I think it's even longer than that, because when the actual time is 8:45 at 9 o'clock, it's about 20... It's about a half hour.
Yeah, it's a half hour.
Because if you look at the clock where they actually show you the clock,
that's what I'm going by.
8:45.
That the actual
and then 9:15.
The actual time is 8:45, but their clock says 9 o'clock. So
that's 15 minutes.
That's 15 minutes, but it goes all the way to 9:15 before it catches up.
To 9:15.
So it's a half hour.
Okay, so they have a half hour to rob places, is what you're telling me.
Yes, They run off the boat door in a half hour intermission and rob places.
It sounds like not a lot of time to rob someone.
Oh, and here's why. Listen, and without watches, the bathing spectators had only the altered clock to tell time because they're all swimming, so they don't have watches. They can't swim with watches.
The performers are, but the people are sitting and standing.
The bathing spectators had only.
It says bathing spectators.
Do you see anyone in water in any of the stands?
No, but everybody outside the pool is in bathing suits.
Yeah, they're all in the water.
Bruce and Dick are wearing their freaking suits.
Yeah, I don't know why they're wearing their suits, but that's different.
And if you look at all the other ones, like, there are suits in the crowd and outside the boat.
Maybe old-timey watches are very fragile and they can't wear them where they might get wet, so they don't bring them next to the pool.
This is stupid. I can't believe you're defending it.
It's stupid. I just knew it said something about no watches. That's all I know.
Whatever. So, they figure out the trick, and then the bad guys attack, and then one of them tries to swing a Batman. He ducks and hits a guy, and Robin punches him in the face, and they run out onto the deck. And then they explain to us the whole clock trick by showing us different clocks. And I guess the bad guys are getting away on a speedboat? Is that what happens there?
I think so. Yeah, it looks like somebody jumped into a speedboat and tried to take off. Or no, it says this is the richest haul yet. Oh, they're coming back to the boat.
Oh, okay, so the people in there weren't Robin, and these are the bad guys. I see. You're right. So the bad guys are coming back with the boat, and Robin shines a spotlight on them. Batman dives down on them. They get into another fight, and I guess as they're going into the ship, the bad guys hit their heads because I guess something is growling in the background.
Yeah, I think Lumpy has a ghost.
Trying to get them to stop. That's why I muted myself. I can't get them to stop. They're like fighting. So.
Do you have Mogwai at your house? Is that a Mogwai? Don't feed them after midnight.
It won't stop. I don't even know which one's doing it, to be honest. I've swatted them all away, and they're still.
I think
I'm telling you, there's a lake not too far from you, right? You don't even like those cats. I don't even know why you keep them.
They have a wife and a daughter.
Yeah, well, why don't they take them then? Why are they down with you right now?
Wow, it's getting louder.
Go on.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard when there's a ghost in the background going, ooh.
It really is going, ooh. He muted himself.
Anyway. Anyway, the bad guys hit their heads trying to put the boat back, but I guess they managed to grab Batman somehow. And then Batman somehow is grabbed in one panel, then on his hands, next panel, kicking him in the butts.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
And also, they're driving into an opening that they drive through all the time, and all of a sudden they don't know that it's like low bridge.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but I was like, this is too hard to explain right now.
It's so weird.
And Batman slams their heads together and then starts to climb up the ladder. It just keeps jumping around because it's nighttime here.
Yeah, and
then after Batman climbs the ladder, now it's daytime.
Yeah, and who's the guy with the giant mustache with the gun? He says town's been robbed. I don't even know who that is.
That's the sheriff.
Why? How does his mustache grow so big?
That's that old timey sheriff.
His mustache got way longer.
You talking about the guy with the top hat?
No, two panels.
No. No, the sheriff when he's holding his gun at Batman.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
it. Is. He's got a giant mustache now.
Because Batman climbs the ladder, and I guess he grabs the owner of the boat, right? And he takes him over, and he's about to take him, but then the owner is like, hey, see, the Batman was in town, so that means he must have been doing it. And the sheriff just believes the owner, and he's like, all right, I'm arresting you. And Batman's like, you're a stupid idiot. You arrested me? No, look, they got away now.
I'm doing what you should be doing, you dummy.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, they double-crossed me because he's a stupid sheriff cop. Because all cops
and he sounded so honest.
In Gotham.
I don't think they're in Gotham, because now they're in the jungle or something by the time they get to the next one.
Yeah, because minutes later, Batman's in the Batplane now, following it. I guess he had the Batplane nearby.
Yeah. He always keeps it. He keeps it like tied around his waist, and he just pulls it along when he goes places.
It just hovers around Batman.
Like he holds it like a balloon. He carries it around like a balloon.
Now they're in some kind of bayou or swamp.
Yeah, no, it's sort of like the jungle or the rainforest. I don't know where they're at.
And the bad guys go to this like little house, but Robin was hiding in their boat apparently somehow.
And why does the little house have
under a sheet,
giant chandelier, like the biggest chandelier I've ever seen?
Yeah, I don't know. Because you would think it wouldn't have that since the walls are falling apart and there's a hole in the window.
No, there's a giant chandelier in the middle for some reason.
Anyway, the bad guys are counting their money, and then they hear a noise, and then Batman crashes through the window because
that's what he does.
And then the bad guy pushes a button, and then Batman falls down into the water with a crocodile, and then Robin jumps through what looks like, I guess, a curtain?
Ah, that's why the chandelier was there. There you go. Robin swings off it.
He swings? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He appears through a curtain that doesn't look like a curtain, and he swings on the chandelier, kicks a guy. The chandelier is pretty low to the ground all of a sudden.
Right, and doesn't look half as big as it did in that first panel either.
Yeah. And then Robin punches the leader in the face, and he's wrestling the guy, he throws the guy into a wall, and then he just jumps down after Batman, who's wrestling a crocodile right now.
Yeah. Crocodile. That's the meanest animal in the world. Do you know that? A crocodile is the meanest animal in the world. It's got the head of a crocodile at one end and the head of an alligator at the other end. You know why it's mean? Because it can't poop. Why? It doesn't have a butt. It can't poop. That's why it's so mean.
And I said crocodile. Okay.
It's a crocodile. Can't.
Crocodile.
Come on, it can't poop. You got a free joke. It ain't even the end yet. You got a free joke. Come on.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't good. They're never good. So
speaking of a free joke, we're getting to the free joke real soon.
Uh-oh.
Anyway,
I won't tell it.
Robin puts a stick into the crocodile's mouth, and I guess that solves that problem.
Yeah, can't bite down. We're good.
Yeah, and then Batman lifts Robin.
Hey, I don't know what happens here.
Out of the hole.
I don't know then Robin spins around? Is that what happens?
I guess
he does an acrobatic upside down to hook his feet.
And then
hooks his feet.
Somebody else gets a pooper scooper. He gets a pooper scooper and tries to scrape
so it looks like a little kid's shovel from the beach to pry Robin's feet.
It looks like the thing I use to scoop kitty litter out of my cat litter box.
They couldn't just kick his feet off. Like he had to go get this tiniest shovel possible
or
to
grab his feet and just push.
Yeah, like anything else. That was your free joke.
Whatever. I guess he pries Robin's feet off, which causes him to fall, but that allows him to gravity doesn't work like this, but he falls and manages to swing Batman up to the ledge. Wouldn't Batman, according to this picture, his legs be hitting the top of the wall, not his hands?
Yeah, but they're so athletic, he's able to do it and throw Robin straight up in the air. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, somehow he manages to get back up and monkey flip a bad guy into the pit, and then they chase after the bad guy, the lead bad guy who's in a speedboat, and the lead bad guy jumps off of the speedboat into the water, while Batman lassos his Batplane for some reason, and lassos the other side to a tree, and slides down and saves the bad guy just before he's eaten by crocodiles, and he says he'll turn himself in. The end.
Wow. I had so many glitches in that now. At one point you were growling I don't know if it's just on my end, but it glitched so many times. Maybe it was the cat's ground.
That was the cat's ground.
I'm trying to find the synopsis, but my computer just froze again. So, TJ, if you have it up.
Anyway, that comic sucked
one was
too.
The whole clock thing was stupid.
It did.
Actually.
Like I said, If they had ended it when he found the guy that he ripped the mask off of and figured the clock out.
Or not even end it, if they just went to a different plot or something.
Yeah, it just got really bad. They just drug it out for another 10 pages. Good. It was just really bad.
Alright, so... that was about it. So, in this one was Batman, Robin, antagonists, Captain Ben and Gus Henkel, single appearances. The locations were apparently Gotham City, which was only a cameo.
Yeah. Wayne
Manor and Mississippi. Apparently they were in Mississippi the whole time.
Oh, they never told us. How did they figure that out? Because they never told us that, did they?
No, but I saw the word Mississippi, but I thought that was the name of the boat. The Mississippi.
Yeah, the Mississippi Mermaid. Mississippi Mermaid was the boat, yeah.
Let's just say they were in Mississippi.
Okay,
anyway,
let's just say so.
Items, bat rope, vehicles, bat plane.
Okay, because my computer's still frozen, so that's good. I'm glad you did that.
Anyway, that was garbage.
Yeah, that was not good. That was not good, that one.
I think we're done with this one, right? Are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know why Batman was jealous of Superman?
Hold on. Before you continue.
Come on.
You memorized the joke even though your computer's frozen?
No, I quickly, because the most important part of this podcast is the joke, I went and got my phone, and I grabbed my phone and looked up the joke again.
I just like, you told me your computer's frozen, and yet you still have a stupid joke ready.
Yeah, because that's what the people wait for. You know how many emails I get about these jokes every week? Ask me to please send them do more jokes. They ask for 10 jokes a podcast. Okay, you know why Batman was jealous of Superman?
Why?
Because Superman got adopted. Batman got adopted.
That wasn't even a joke. That wasn't a joke. That was just mean.
It's just mean. And that's what made it funny, how mean it was.
Wow, that was...
I like the email one better.
I don't know. I thought it was good. I like that one.
On that note, I'm just going to stop now.